Hey there, this is Malorian, and this will be a 50-point War Machine battle report. And it's going to be the first time I'm trying out Sloan. So lately I have really made sure that I have really basically have everything in Signar. I want to kind of get full faction mastery and really get to know all the different components. And so I'm going to try out Sloan today. On the other side, this is going to be my buddy playing here, and this is going to be eSorscha. So overall, what I have in my list here for Sloan is I am running 2 defenders. I'm also running Triumph and a Squire and also the Hunter. I also then have the Stormcaller. I have Reinholdt. I have the Strange Ways, Gun Mages with no UA. Then I have the Black 13th and some Rangers. For his side there, he is going to be having a Spriggan as his battle group and the War Dog. He's going to have 2 units of the Winter Guard, and the one on the right is the one with the UA. There is also going to be Joe. There's going to be a unit of the Riflemen. Yuri, he'll have the Widowmakers and the Marksmen. He's also going to be having, geez, just stuff and stuff and stuff. And then also the Man of Wars as well. By the way, the mission here will be a kill box mission. It's the first one of 5. You get 1 for controlling a zone, 2 for dominating, but you can't do either of those until you destroy an objective. Those objectives are worth 1, and you can only destroy 1 in a turn. And all this you can't do till the second player's second turn. So looking at this one here, I mean, I am taking kind of a worse caster that I don't really know anything about, but really I'm really happy with this list. So it should be kind of pretty interesting. I think overall this is not going to go too well because he is going more for a defensive skew and dude swarm, and for the most part I have a lot of strong shots. So I mean, I can do really well and I can wipe out those Man of Wars really quick, but as far as the dudes go, that'll be a lot harder. So I'm going to need to get a lot of work out of the Black 13th doing the mage shot. Actually, the Triumph is going to be a lot of help where I can get an AoE from that thing as well, and hopefully I can just kind of whittle down attrition. So he got first turn. He has Iron Flesh up onto the Rifleman, actually. Most of the stuff just running up. You can see also I didn't mention he has a Man-Eater on the, or Man-Hunter, a Man-Eater on the right side. And Yuri is really trying to get up there and threaten me, and he's right up there behind the objective. So I was really worried about him just running up and engaging me and all that stuff. But actually then looking at this, I'm actually going to be okay, because normally this is a big deal with stealth and all the rest of it. But with me ignoring stealth when I aim with Triumph, I can actually just shoot the guy off the board first turn. So that's really what I do, is I go with the fire group just to make sure I have the range, but he aims and he takes out Yuri the Axe. Otherwise, my 2 defenders are running up into the zone just to kind of get a little bit up there and threatening. The rest of my models getting up, making sure that I'm getting prowl from all the guys on the right in there. The Hunter is able to shoot down 1 of the Winter Guard, and that's really my first turn. So his turn 2 here, he goes up and he tries to do a little bit of damage, but stealth really kind of held him back. He did a little tiny damage to the Hunter, but almost nothing. Charged in with the Manhunter, and he was able to kill 1 of the Rangers. Otherwise, that's really it. I mean, he put down the covering fire there from the Rifleman, and he had to worry about the kill box this turn, and so he's going to be there. He's actually behind the Spriggan. So one of the things we screwed up is that he's actually kill boxing himself because we didn't measure from the side of the board, but meh, no big deal. So anyway, looking at this, I had to kind of really decide which way I was going to go. I was pretty sure that I could kill those 5 models. Even though they have iron flesh, they're not really that hard to kill with my good rat. So I could kill those 5 models, and then I could score on the zone on the left. I wouldn't want to dominate because I would die, but I'm pretty sure I could score there. The problem why I don't like that is that once I score the ones, then he's just going to kind of overwhelm that area, and it'll just be easier for him to score without an objective. The right side, there's more dudes in the zone, but if I do this right, I can really cripple it, and it'll be harder for him to get more stuff into the zone. So really, this is going to be my plan. I'm going to go for the right side. So that's what I do. I give 1 focus to the hunter, and he's going to go over and kill the manhunter, which is going to free up the rangers. They're going to go up, do some shots, kill some guys, and then really it's feat time. So I was really wondering where to put Sloan because I want her to shoot down something. I want to get some work from her, but I'm really worried about the assassination from eSorscha. One of the things I can kind of lean on, which I probably shouldn't be doing, is that knowing that he's a newer player, he's probably not going to do the combinations he needs that will pull off the assassination. So I think I'm safe, but either way, I pop my feet, and then really through all of this, I am able to kill off 2 of the Man-O-Wars, damage some of the others, kill all of the Winter Guard, destroy the objective, and kill a couple of the riflemen as well. And the one defender also is just in the corner there as well, just as is the hunter. So I'm going to get 2 points on this turn, and as you can see, he does not have a lot of stuff on the right side, especially not much that will be hard for me to kill. So in his turn, sorry for the bad picture, but really what happens is that, first of all, he gives the riflemen boosted attacks, and with their shooting, they're able to kill a bunch of the gun mages, and then they fail their command test, unfortunately. Then he gets some charges off with his Man-O-Wars, and they get a lot of connects, and they also kill enough rangers, so I have to do a command test. They also fail, so that was unfortunate. Otherwise, snipers, Widowmakers rather, just going into the zone just to contest. They did some of the shooting as well. And on the left side, he destroys the objective, and he's able to do some combines into the defender there to destroy the gun. So at this point here, he has 1 point, I have 2. And looking at the right side, like I said, I'm pretty sure I could clear out all that stuff, score another point. I could run and dominate, but I don't think I need to because I would still need another point anyway. Had he not destroyed his objective, I could have destroyed the objective and run over, and then I should be okay. But the way it is especially with eSorscha being up there, I have to keep something in the zone, and that's bad because whatever I put in the zone, I know he's just going to kill. And the worst thing, too, is that I have nothing cheap that I can leave there. Maybe I could have done strange ways or something like that, or that one gun mage would have been perfect, but with him failing command test, that's just not going to work. So what I decided to do is I charge in with the damaged defender. At first, I was trying to find a way that I was going to repair him and shoot after, but first of all, the order of activations just weren't there, and I figured putting a jack in his face was going to force him to dedicate the most amount of resources. Otherwise, yeah, between all the shots and all the work, I had to use refuge onto Sloan to get her a little bit farther over to where I thought she'd be safe. But as you can see, I kill everything in the right zone and score my 3rd point. So I'm looking really good because now whatever he puts over there, I just got to kill that and run into walk in to dominate. So on his turn, what really happens is that on the left side, he's going to kill that jack like it was nothing. So the one defender goes down way easier than I thought. The Winter Guard, they basically just move up, which I thought was great. I was really worried that they were going to run over and get in my way, but they just really go up to the wall, kind of more trying to blocking me out of his zone, and they do some shots into the Triumph, but not really crazy damage. I mean, at armor 20, I'm pretty good. Otherwise, the biggest thing he does there is he takes a shot with the marksman, and this is where I remind him that you need to get something in the zone, otherwise you just lose. So he's going to be putting tough onto the rifleman, and then they just run into the zone. So that's going to make it a little bit dodgy. I mean, this is the things where tough, you never know what's going to happen, but he did clump them up again. And so with Triumph and his AoE, that's going to be able to hit 5 of them. So that'll be a good hit confirm to see how well I do there. But in the end, I don't think I have much of a choice. He dominated here, so it's 3-3. I can contest, but I can't contest his zone with much. Whatever I put in there, he's going to kill. So really, on this turn, I have to either win by scenario or go by assassination. Now, looking at this, I could go up and I could just... I could put both defender shots, well, the one defender, one Triumph, into Sorscha. I could be shooting her with Sloan, and I could kill her, but I think the math is better for the scenario, so that's what I'm going to go for. And really what happens is I shoot off the AoE, it kills all 5, he's doing really bad for toughs, then I try and clean up, he makes 1 tough on the banner in the back, and then it really comes down to this one guy, and I got lots of shots, and he makes 5 toughs in a row, and it was just ridiculous. It was just, you know, it's like, well, okay, at any point, if you fail this, I just win the game, but he just makes tough after tough after tough, and he also made his command test, and yeah, now I'm screwed. So this is what it looks like overall for the board. Strange Ways was able to run into the zone to contest, but it is still 3-3, and all he has to do is kill Strange Ways, which was pretty simple, and then that's game over. So, you know, it's one of these things where I'm not going to dwell on a loss or anything like this. It was a good, fun game. Got to try out Sloan. Good to see that Triumph was actually doing well as well. You know, his whole ability, you're only paying 2 more points over a defender, but the ability to see stealth came in, the ability to do the AoE came in. So it's, you know, I think with Sloan, I will think about keeping in the future. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts on the list are for what I should do. I've been looking at the tier list and stuff like that, but either way, great to try new casters, great to get more games like this against my buddy, and thanks for watching. Bye.